Auzubillahiminashaitanirajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to my all dear students. As you know, we have completed the translation and the first half exercise of unit number 1, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and embodiment of justice. And inshallah, in our today's lecture, we will complete the second half of this unit. So let's start from the option number A. Give the meaning of each word as used in the lesson. Model, namuna. Piety, taqwa. Eternal, daimi. Earned, kamaya. Sermon, hutba. Revenge, badla. Commandment, अल्लाह ताला का हुक्म. अपहेल्ड, संभाले रखा या बरकरार रखा. डेस्टिट्यूट, मुफलिस. प्रोक्लेम्ड, खुलम खुला ऐलान करना. ट्रांसेंड्स, अबूर कर जाता है. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन बी. चूज द अप्रोप्रिएट सिनोनिम्स ऑफ द फॉलोइंग वर्ड्स. The question of synonym is included in your objective paper and this question is about of 5 marks. So let's start to solve this. Equitable, fair. Ancestor, forefather. Foe, enemy. Firm, persistent. Glorious, supplanted. Okay students, now let's move to the next option, option number C. Give meanings of the following phrasal verbs and use these phrasal verbs in sentences. Here I just want to clarify that the question of word sentences is included in your subjective paper. So let's start. Guilty of. Ka mujrim. He is guilty of stealing. Belong to. Taluk hona. She belongs to a rich family. Exchange for. You can exchange your currency for dollars in this hotel. In accordance with. Complete this work in accordance with my directions. Okay students, now let's move to the next option. Option number A. Choose the correct option. The first one is in paragraph 1 dash details of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam characteristics are given and the option is specific. The key idea of paragraph is that and the answer is Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just and fair even before his nabuwat. Examples given in the paragraph 3 and 4 show that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a just head of the state. Paragraph 5 shows the answer is the justice of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a source of peace and security for the non-Muslims. Okay, the next one. To whom did the Rasul give the following advice? When two men come to you for judgment, never decide in the favor of one without hearing the arguments of others. It is then most likely that you will know the truth. And the answer is Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Now let's students move to the grammar portion. This portion is included in your objective paper and this is about 5 marks. Here we will read about the concrete nouns and the abstract nouns. Students, as you know, the difference between the concrete nouns and the abstract nouns. Concrete nouns can be identified from our 5 senses. What are 5 senses? The first one is ear, through which we can hear. The second one is sight, through which we can see. The third one is nose, through which we can smell. The fourth one is tongue and through which we can taste. And the last one is skin, through which we can touch. So these are the five senses, and the concrete nouns can be identified from our five senses. For example, a puppy. We can touch puppy. We can see puppy. We can hear puppy. So puppy is a concrete noun. Now I will define abstract noun. Abstract nouns cannot be identified from one of our five senses. Basically, this noun describes three things. The first one is idea, the second one is quality, and the third and the last one is state of mind. For example, when we say an idea comes to my mind. So, idea, can we touch idea? Can we see idea? No. So, it is an abstract noun. So, let's come to the exercise. Okay, now let's move to the option number A. Identify whether each underlined word is a concrete or an abstract noun. She puts much effort. Effort is an abstract noun into her studies. Studies is also an abstract noun. They recommended him for his justice. Justice is also an abstract noun. Okay, and truthfulness is also an abstract noun. Keep the balls in the basket. Balls, concrete noun. Basket, concrete noun. The dishonest trader. Trader, concrete noun. Is losing the trust. Trust, an abstract noun. Customers, concrete noun. He did not take good care. Care is an abstract noun. Pet, as you know students, we can touch the pet, we can see the pet. So pet is a concrete noun. Now let's move to the option number B. Choose whether each sentence needs an indefinite article, A, and a definite article, D, or no article. Students, as you know, articles are the words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. There are two types of articles: indefinite articles and definite articles. A and N are indefinite articles and D is definite articles. We use A before nouns that start with the consonant sound, and we use and before nouns that start with the vowel sound. Okay, the definite article is used in front of a singular or plural nouns and adjective to refer to something which both the speaker and the listener are familiar. Now let's solve the exercise. He asked me dash very hard question. He asked me a very hard question. Dash question that he asked me was easy. The question that he asked me was easy. Have you seen dash my scarf? Here we applied no article. Could you please pass me dash salt? Could you please pass me the salt? Is there dash good restaurant around here? Is there a good restaurant around here? Dash restaurant that my friend owns is very good. The restaurant that my friend owns is very good. I have several dash good friends. Here we applied no article. Dash UAE is a beautiful country. The UAE is a beautiful country. I will see you in dash week. I will see you in a week. I am on dash vacation until Monday. I am on vacation until Monday. Here we again applied no article. Okay students, now let's move to the next option, that is noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun. अल्फाज का एक ग्रुप जो noun के तौर पर काम करता है उसको हम noun phrase कहते हैं. For example, as a young trader, एक नौजवान ताजर. This group performs action as a noun. So now let's move to solve the exercise. This is an old-fashioned hat. An old-fashioned hat. We discovered Fahad's plan. Fahad's plan. A rolling stone gathers no moss. A rolling stone. The recent flood caused heavy damage. The recent flood, heavy damage. An oral presentation can be interesting. An oral presentation. Now let's move to the next option. D. Past indefinite and past continuous. Students, as you know, the past indefinite tense is also known as past simple tense. Past simple tense is used to indicate a finished or completed action that happened at a specific time in the past. And what is past continuous tense? The past continuous tense is also known as past progressive tense, which refers to the continuation of an action or state that was happening at some point in the past. Past continuous tense इस चीज़ को शो करता है कि गुजरे हुए वक्त में एक काम जो जारी था. So let's solve the exercise. What you do when I call you last night? What were you doing when I called you? I sit in the cafe when you called me. I was sitting in the cafe when you called me. When you arrive at the bus stand, who be there? When you arrived at the bus stand, who was there? Shamsa watched a film when she heard the noise. Shamsa was watching a film when she heard a noise. We played tennis when Javed hurt his ankle. We were playing tennis when Javed hurt his ankle. Okay students, we have completed the first unit, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and embodiment of justice. In our next lecture, we will start the unit number 2. I will meet you in the next lecture. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.